Viewers, today I'm going to give you a summary of the book that I read recently, Influence. This book talks about the psychology of persuasion. It is one of the national bestseller of its time and it's written by Robert B. Cialdini. So why is that a request stated in a certain way will be rejected, while a request that asks for the same favor in a slightly different fashion will be successful? Author referred to six tactics of influence. Each of them forms the basis of a chapter in the book. So this is mostly useful for the salesperson, how to, and also for the people who want to influence someone in any ways, either in office, school, college, everywhere. So let's go through it and find the answers. So there are six important philosophies that has been discussed in this book. First is scarcity. We are more likely to buy something if we fear losing our opportunity to buy it. We are motivated by a potential loss more than a potential gain. Second is social proof. When uncertain, we look to others to see how we should act. Authority. We have a deep seated sense of duty to comply with authority. We are more likely to buy from someone who appears to be an authority. Likings. We buy from people we like and we like people who are like us, who we find physically attractive. Escalating commitments. When we make a small commitment, we are significantly more likely to make a large commitment. Exchange. When we receive something of value, we feel morally obligated to return the favor. Weapons of influence. Weapon of influence consist of identifying fixed action patterns and exploiting them. Compliance practitioners use them as a basis for influence. Now, some lessons that I learned from this book. So, rule one says scarcity. The thought of losing something motivates us more than the idea of gaining something of similar value. We believe that things are difficult to own are usually better than things that are easy to hold. How a business salesperson leverages the persuasive power of scarcity. He informs a customer that a product is in limited supply, uses a countdown timer as a checkout, such as Amazon, Flipkart, or many other web portal who sells something, uses a countdown timers on their lighted deals and on guaranteed delivery dates. Order in the next 10 minutes. Rule 2. Social proof. We view a behavior as more correct in a given situation to the degree that we see others performing. The more the number of people doing it, the more the rule works into making us believe that the behavior is correct. We use behavior of people like us to determine proper behavior for ourselves. How a business salesperson leverages the persuasive power of social proof. Door-to-door salesperson names the three of your neighbors using the service they are selling. Retailers like Amazon and Walmart include the best seller label above a specific item. Rule 3. Authority. How a business salesperson leverages the persuasive power of authority. Wears a business suit to imply authority. An experiment in Texas found when a man wears a freshly pressed business suit and a tie, people are three times more likely to illegally cross the street with that man than if he wears a simple work shirt and trousers. We obey authorities mindlessly in a lot of cases. We usually see an order from an authority in isolation instead of seeing the situation as a whole. We are as vulnerable to symbols of authority as to its substance. Rule 4 talks about likings. What causes liking? Physical attractiveness, similarity, compliments, conditioning and association, contract and cooperation. The strength of a social bond is twice as likely to produce a product sales than the preference for the product itself. Now, rule 5 is about escalating commitments. After making a choice or taking a stand, personal and interpersonal pressure forces us to behave consistently with it. Our culture values good personal consistency. Stubborn consistency also allows us to avoid thinking. Once we have made up our mind, we don't have to think about it again. How a business salesperson leverages the persuasive power of escalating commitments. It offers $1 to join a monthly membership for the first month before requiring $39 per month to remain a member. Rule 6. Reciprocation, or we call it exchange. We should try to repay in kind what another person has provided us. There is a general distance for those who make no effort to reciprocate. We will often go to great length to avoid being seen as one of them. This rule is so overpowering that even if we don't like someone, we can end up complying with their request. How a business salesperson leverages the persuasive power of exchange. Supermarkets offer samples of cheese which lead us to more cheese sales. Car salesman makes a concessions on price or appears to fight with their bosses to lower the price, and we might return the favor by buying a car from the salesperson. So viewers, if you don't understand anything, please replay the videos and do like and subscribe.